That fire-headed goddess has returned. The woman who brought shoujo back from the horrible monotony it was in. Akagami no Shirayuki-Hime, episode 13. And it was great. It was really smartly done. I mean, they legit just started with a nice, slow, slice of life kind of feel right at the beginning. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. We haven't seen these characters in 3 months. So to see them just getting on with their general work just reminded me why I love these characters so much. Just got reminded how much of a ninja Obi is, how much of a geek that little kid Ryuu is. And I love their interactions for one thing. Like, I'll come back to that, but I mean, goddamn, that was cute shit. We got reminded who Mitsuhide and Kiki are, and man, they're just as amazing as always. Just constantly looking after Zen. Kiki's a beast when it comes to swords, and other than that, she's just a mother figure. Mitsuhide is just a big brother / father figure. That's just what he does and who he is. He doesn't need to be a beast with his sword, but when he does get out his sword, you know he's going to wreck shit. Zen. Just perfect Zen. Always able to melt your goddamn heart with that perfect Mick Leo voice. Which is weird now that I've been listening to Mick Leo so long. And then Shirayuki. Working her arse off. Not giving a damn about anything else. Still in love with Zen. Still super cute and shy about it. But still focusing on her work more than anything else. And that's what I think a lot of people love about this show so much. Is that it takes that kind of approach of life coming first, love coming second. Shirayuki is all about her work and her job. She wants to get somewhere in the world while also loving Zen and wanting to have a relationship with him. Zen, on the other hand, is already somewhere in the world, wishes he could escape his responsibilities, but won't because he wants to take care of Shirayuki. Oh man, it's just such a great dynamic. And that's why I love the first half of this episode where everyone was just doing their daily shit, man. Getting to know each other, having their little meetings with each other. Kiki was putting the knights through the round. Mitsuhide was just keeping an eye on Zen, making sure he didn't hurt himself. Zen was doing his work, but then trying to get with Shirayuki. Shirayuki was doing her work like a beast. The only one that realised that some of the medicine was actually wrong and could have been seriously dangerous later on. And then we had Obi and Ryuu, who have bonded like a tiny, tiny bit in the last season. They had some moments where they talked while basically Obi was following around Shirayuki. So there weren't many moments for them to talk. But then in this episode, it was just so cute. Obi went ahead and acted like a big brother. He saw Ryuu in trouble, not able to get his notes down. So he tried to guide him into climbing the tree. It didn't work out. When it didn't work out, he didn't take the piss out of him. He just grabbed him from underneath, lifted him up in the air. That shit was so sweet. And then Ryuu, not really knowing how to make friends, he just did what he could and gave Obi some seeds since he just happened to mention that he liked the flowers that were on the desk. Even though really, he probably only liked them because he heard that Shirayuki was taking care of them. Other than that, he had no real interest in them, but my god. The bond that was formed there was just so cute. Ryuu was trying so hard, and god, even when he hit his head, and I laughed hard. Obi was working so hard not to laugh, to suppress his giggling, because he knows how serious Ryuu would take that. It was just so cute. Obi has been such a loner so far. He's really bonded with the core group, except for Kiki, who still hates him. For obvious reasons. He's a bit of a trickster. She don't take no shit. And so to see him actually going out of his way to take care of the kid Ryuu, that was so cute. And that moment he winked at him when he decided he wasn't going to give Shirayuki the seed, that was great. So this episode was just amazing. Started so soft and gentle. And then at the halfway point we got the big whoa set up for what's coming in the future. A dickhead Mihaya who once kidnapped Shirayuki and tried to keep her locked up in a dungeon had gotten out of jail, because of course he's a noble. He got out of jail within no time. No surprises there. Was on a ship just exploring, just relaxing, because again, nobles have no worries. And then he came across this guy Kazuki, who was talking about trying to find a girl with red hair. Now, being the dick that he is, Mihaya just went straight up to Kazuki and told him exactly where to find Shirayuki, exactly which castle to go to. And god damn it. That's so douchey. I wouldn't be surprised if he got some money just from doing that from Kazuki, or if he like got bought a drink or something. He must have gotten something in return, because this is the type of guy who won't do anything without getting anything in return. And even after that point, he then had the balls to go to Prince Zen's castle and ask for money from Prince Zen and Shirayuki. How the hell do you have the balls to do that? He literally just gave them the information that, oh, I told them where you are, but he told me why he wants you, so there's that. God damn it. He's such a prat. And it actually worked out for some reason, because Zen is just too noble, too protective of Shirayuki. So anyway, we now know that Kazuki is planning on finding Shirayuki, and we don't know if he wants to kidnap her. We don't know if he wants to offer her a marriage, or, I don't know, just recruit her. Maybe make her an actress or a model. We legit don't know. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, and to be honest, he doesn't seem like a guy. They keep calling him a boy. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a woman disguised as a young boy, because that was definitely a female Seiyu playing him. And he looks like a chick, and everybody's calling him a pretty boy, so I mean, come on. It's probably a woman disguised as a man, and that could make it a very interesting character. Could be any kind of character right now, but I'm imagining it won't necessarily be a bad guy. I don't want it to be a bad guy. There've been too many bad guys trying to kidnap Shirayuki. Oh, man. So I'm interested in seeing what comes of that. What is Kazuki's plan? If it is a woman disguised as a man, maybe to hide how girly she is, she wants to have someone even more noticeable than her. Like, everybody seems to be fooled by the fact that she's a young man, but maybe she figures if she has someone traveling with her with bright red hair and like a beautiful face, everyone will know she's the girl. Shirayuki's the girl. Maybe that's part of her plan. I don't know. That would be cool. That would be really cool. But no, we need to know this character before I can start saying random shit like that. So the other thing that's going on is Shirayuki has been invited back to Tanbudden. She's been invited to a ball and then to stay for a week with Prince Raj. And that's dangerous, as you can imagine. Raj was a psycho. Shirayuki did give him some good advice, and he did seem to be calming down and becoming a better person, but that was mainly because Zen was constantly around her, staring him down. At this point, Izana has decided that Shirayuki is gonna go by herself. I'm thinking Zen will probably show up for the ball in the end, but it does seem like Shirayuki's going by herself for the most part. For the fact that she's going to be there for a week, Zen wouldn't be able to escape his duties for that long. With that in mind, Zen straight up said no matter what, I'm sending someone with her, and decided surprisingly on Mitsuhide rather than Obi. I mean, his go-to guardian for Shirayuki was always Obi, but he decided on Mitsuhide, and Obi was not happy with that. Obi got this sharp look in his eye at that moment. Because obviously Obi loves Shirayuki too. And Obi's been doing his best not to act on any of those feelings lest he break the trust with Zen. But this point where it feels probably to Obi like Zen is losing trust in him is going to be painful. And I think that's why in the next episode preview we see that Obi is actually challenging Zen to a duel. I reckon he's going to say, I want to go with Shirayuki. You can't stop me. I'm even stronger than you. Kind of thing. They're going to test each other's resolve. And I'm thinking Obi's going to win. Because also right at the end we see Obi dressed up really nice, all in black, looking like a knight. So I'm thinking Obi's going to prove his resolve to Zen and get sent with Shirayuki. I mean, I do love Mitsuhide. But given the choice between Mitsuhide or Obi, yeah, I'd prefer Obi hanging out with Shirayuki. That's a more interesting dynamic. And man, Obi's the ninja. He's more useful to have around. Mitsuhide is strong, but he's a knight. Obi can do more shit. Plus, Obi will see all the dark tactics coming because he knows them all. So yeah, that was an awesome opening episode. First half so gentle. Second half was just setting up so well for the next season. God, it's going to be exciting. And that one little Zen X Shirayuki scene we actually got, it was so sweet. Her walking on him while he was asleep. Him grabbing her hand. Oh man, that was just so cute. The way she freaked out when he grabbed her hand. Blushed like mad. Oh, it was adorable. Him saying that he wanted to plan their future. Ah. Oh, you're giving me the feels so much when you're about to tear them apart for 2 weeks. Jesus. It's good, though. It was good. Especially when, as he was going, he just did a double take, went back and said, I was just so happy to see your face. That is just so adorable. They can't quite be together yet, but they have moments like that are just so much better than other shoujo. I want to get through this whole Prince Raj thing and, oh man, all that greatness. I want to get to that ball. We've been seeing images of Prince Zen dancing with Shirayuki since the ending in the first episode of season 1. We need the ball, man. We need Shirayuki dressed up and looking like a princess. We need Zen looking like a prince for real and dancing with her. So that's my hopes for this season. This episode was great. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below. Oh man, this and Osamatsu-san on a Monday. Mondays don't feel so bad anymore. Yeah, so if you like this video, wreck that like button like you mean it. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more. And I will see you guys next time.